There's no need to panic. Stop panicking, guys. It's a little bit of a piss take to do a Mmmmitchell video and not use Mmmmitchell lashes. Hello and thank you for clicking on this video. I am back with another follow along makeup tutorial. I am so overwhelmed with the response to my other follow along makeup tutorial. The video's got like way more views than anything else and loads of comments of people saying that they loved it and asking me to do more. So I'm back with another one. I'm a little bit nervous, not gonna lie, because his skills are just like, they're just amazing. Like, his eye looks are so dramatic, crazy, colourful. Basically the opposite of the stuff that I mainly do. So the person that I am going to follow along with, if you haven't already guessed by the title, is no other than I always stutter when I say his name. No other than Mmmmitchell. I hope I've got the right amount of M's there. Mmmmitchell. Yeah, that's right. So obviously, if you are into makeup, you're probably going to know who he is. Like, you are. Like, he's managed to have collaborations with Beauty Bay, Tatty Lashes, Be Perfect Cosmetics. He does videos with Jeffree Star. He's done them with Nikki Tutorial. The fact that he's a fellow Manc just adds a little bit of extra excitement for me doing this video. I'm going to show you the look that I'm going to be recreating. I'm going to pop it on screen. Oh, I know. It's so bold, really pigmented, and it's just incredible. I'll show you his steps and then I'm going to recreate them. Let's just start watching the video and get into it. Well, I'm going to go and clean my face first. So taking all my makeup off, and I've clipped my hair back because you know how much it annoys me having hair on my face whilst I'm trying to do my makeup. Here we go, okay?
Hey guys, so first I'm going to take the Elemis resurfacing pads, and these are really nice for anyone that has a little bit of fake tan left on the face or anyone that's got any dry patches. It just kind of further cleanses the face. And then going back in with my Hangover RX primer. This is one of my favourites. It's just super thin but super hydrating, which I love. Then, again, another one of my favourites, Ole Henriksen, the Banana Bright Primer. I love this because it's super blurring, but also super glowy at the same time. And what else would you want from a primer?
So because I've just taken makeup off, I won't be using any kind of cleansing pads or wipes. So we started off with two primers, something that's hydrating and brightening. And this, I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Illuminating Radiant Perfect Primer and Finisher. It's interesting that he's used two. I wouldn't usually use two primers. And then also he's using a brightening and blurring one, so I'm going to use the Becca Skin Love Brightening and Blur Primer. We're doing all right so far. I mean, we've not actually started anything properly, but we're doing all right.
Okay, so next I'm taking the Bounce Foundation by Beauty Blender, and I love the component for this. I think it's so amazing, especially for us makeup artists that maybe don't want to carry palettes. It just makes my job so much easier. I'm bouncing this out with the Beauty Blender and then taking it down the neck, and then I'll take it onto the body with a natural hair brush. I just prefer brushes for the body. I just feel like it gets it done so much quicker.
So I'm going to use the Maybelline 24 Hour Coverage Foundation instead of the Beauty Blender one. Yeah, it is a little bit darker, so I'm just going to spread it onto my neck and then use a brush like he said. Same as Spencer, he does his face before eyes, and he just makes me nervous. So I'm just going to take a big brush and spread that down onto my neck and chest.
Then with the NARS Creamy Concealer. No, this is a soft matte concealer. I love this concealer. It's in the shade Vanilla. Super brightening, super buttery underneath the eyes. It's so stunning. I highly recommend this. I'm applying this with a Sigma flat brush, and then I'm just going to blend it out with that same Beauty Blender just to make sure that everything's seamless.
So I don't have the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, but I do have the Creamy Concealer in shade Custard. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this and then maybe mix it with a slightly lighter concealer just because it's not as brightening as the one he's using. I'm just going to mix that with a little bit of the e.l.f. Camouflage Concealer, and this is in shade Fair Warm, so it's a lot lighter. I'm just going to mix them two together. So on the under eye, I'm just going to blend that out with my Beauty Blender.
Then I'm going to go in with the Matchstick in the shade Suede. This is honestly one of my favourite products by Fenty. I love the tone of this. I'm taking this around the lips to make them nice and plump, down the nose, and I always bring it right up towards the start of the brow as well, just to really make sure it looks super blended. And then I'm going to take this on a Morphe and Jeffree Star brush just to tap around the perimeters of the face and onto the cheeks as well.
So I know Mitchell uses the Fenty ones quite a lot. I always see them on his stories and obviously they look incredible. But I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution foundation stick, and this is in shade F13. Start doing around the lips. I mean, obviously it looks a bit mental at the minute. I look like, remember like you'd always have that kid that'd drink like cherry lemonade and they'd have like red around the lips. I just look like I've been drinking chocolate milkshake. And then down the side of the nose and up to the eyebrow. I'm going to take my usual contour brush and just take that to my forehead and the cheeks the same way. He actually is not only just from Manchester but from near the area where I actually live, and it's really nice to see someone succeed. Yeah, just someone so lovely like that.
Then I'm just going to set the under eyes with a bit of the Fenty Beauty powder, and this is in the shade Butter. I love this powder at the minute. It's so pretty. Super smoothing.
He isn't baking, he's literally just setting with a loose powder. So I don't have the Fenty one, but I do really want to try that one as well. I feel like I need to put a bit of a Fenty order in. But I'm going to use my Huda Beauty one. This is in shade Pound Cake. I'm going to take this on the Beauty Blender and I'm just going to set with that. Also, just a quick note whilst I am here. Don't forget to enter my giveaway. I actually posted it a couple of days ago and I'll put a little link in the description box to the giveaway if you want to enter.
And then my favourite step of the skin, blush. I'm going to take the P. Louise Poppin' Pink base and I use this as a blush. It's like the most gorgeous cream blush ever.
So I actually placed an order for one of the P. Louise products that Mitchell uses in this video, and I actually didn't realise that he used something else or I would have ordered it. So I realised today that I didn't have one, and then I was like, oh, I'll just use blush, but I actually nipped to Boots and picked up this Maybelline Cheek Heat, and I'm hoping that it'll be a similar colour. If not, I can also put some powder colour over the top. So he's sort of put this right from sort of this area right up into here. I'm going to use this a little bit at a time because I haven't used this yet, so I don't know how well it's going to look. Really much. This isn't as pigmented as I thought it was going to be, not going to lie. I don't even know if that's even showing up, but we can use this as a base and go over it with powder. My beloved Coral Spectrum Zoeva palette, and I think I'm going to take this colour here and pop that on over the top. Okay, that's a bit better.
And then finishing it off with a little bit of Hourglass Radiant Bronze Light Bronzer.
So I'm going to use my Kiko bronzer just because it is a little bit lighter than my usual one, and I think it'll probably go a little bit better with the look.
Okay, so next, a bit of highlight. Of course, I mean, it wouldn't be one of my looks without it. I'm going to take this down the nose, and I love it right on the very tip and then right at the top of the bridge, right there. It just makes me feel so good when I see it there, and when it kind of moves with the light as well, like wow. Then I'm going to take the Smashbox and Vlad MUA collab. I got this last year. It's so stunning. And I'm going to take this on a brush just around the cheeks as well. And this has got like a pink undertone to it, so it really blends in with the blush really beautifully.
So for the initial nose highlight, I'm going to use Doll Beauty Shine Bright on a little brush. And I'm just going to pop it right on the tip, exactly the same. And right in that little section there. And then for the cheeks, I'm going to take this pink toned highlighter out of my Kylie BH Cosmetics palette. So I still wanted it to be pink toned, but I don't have that one. So I'm just going to put that around the same areas that he did.
Okay, so now I'm going to take the Glow Girl paint. This is by me and P. Louise. I like to start any makeup look with one of the paints. I just feel like it makes my job so much easier and really allows me to build my shape and get my colour really saturated. And I think that's something that makes my looks very kind of stand out-ish, how saturated I get the colour. So
I mentioned earlier that I did purchase something from P. Louise, and that is the Glow Girl paint. I felt like it was such an integral part of the look, and also there's not really anything like it on the market, so I didn't really have anything in my kit. Just started off in the outer section like this. If I brought that up too far, it's okay. We're good so far. I mean, I somehow have managed to get it basically all over my lid, which is going to be fine because we'll be going over that with some other stuff later. Maybe I should have used a bit of a smaller brush. Let's try. We're fine, Demi. We are fine. So we're just going to try and match that up to the other eye.
Then I'm going on over the top of that paint with the shade Motto from Me, Myself and Mmmmitchell, my eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to start buffing this all the way through the crease. Really slowly, I'm picking up little bits of product at a time. Remember guys, this is a pressed pigment palette, so you don't want to pick up too much product at once. I kind of just tap my brush into it, I never swirl, and really slowly build that through the crease, keeping that shape really nice and rounded.
So we're going to take Mitchell's palette. So this is a super pigmented palette anyway, and then obviously you're adding the base underneath. So like he said, he thinks that's a main reason why he gets his makeup looks so pigmented. We're doing fine. There's no need to panic. Stop panicking, guys. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, I'm going to do the other eye.
And then I'm going in with Morning Glory to really just buff out these edges. This is a Morphe M506. Such a gorgeous brush for this. Super small, so you can get a really controlled blend. And then I'm just going to go back and forth with my brushes just to keep it really, really consistent through the crease. And then I'm taking a little bit of that Morning Glory and putting that right onto the temple as well.
So it basically has this going right up to the brow. And it's just going to diffuse the edges of that purple. So I'm just taking that brush again that I used for Motto and just blending that again because we want it to be nice and blended. Like so. Use a big fluffy brush to make sure that's all nice and blended. This is actually starting to look like a Mmmmitchell makeup look.
Then I'm going to take a little bit of mixer just to, you know, mix it up a little bit. And I'm going to put this right at the front of the eye just to kind of buff it into the brow and just switch it up a little bit.
Oh no, it's fine. So it's... Oh my god, I forgot how pigmented it was. So I have to share that pigment. Then just blend that a little bit.
And then this bit, guys, wow. This will change your shimmer line. Having a pencil as a base for your shimmer is just insane. This is a Pat McGrath pencil. I can't actually remember what shade this is, but I'll find out and tag it. But then I use this as a base for the shimmer that I'm about to put on. And when you see this, I'm just gonna be silent for a minute. I don't need to speak right now. Are you seeing this? Hello? Are you there? Are you awake? You need to be right now.
So I do have this Rimmel Scandalised eyeshadow, and it is blue, but I feel like maybe it's a bit too teal. So I'm just going to pick that up off the back of my hand and see if I can get it to look similar. Do you see? I don't know if the colour's picking up that it's a little bit more teal coloured, but that's a nice blue anyway. I'm going to take a little bit of Moody Mitch, and it's just like a dark sort of like navy blue. I'm going to take it really sparingly over that blue because I really do feel like it's too teal coloured. So now time for the shimmer. So I'm going to use the Mega Shimmer that he used and pop that over the top. Wow, that is beautiful. Now I've done that shimmer, take a fluffy brush and see if I can get rid of the fallout. Might need to put a little bit of extra powder on there. And what I'm going to do is just blend Motto out a little bit more. Now I'm doing this, I feel like it could have done with a little bit more blending.
I just sweeped away any fallout, then took a little bit of Muffin right at the front of the eye, just on a little pencil brush, just to really, really give that gorgeous area a nice, gorgeous highlight. And then going in with a bit of the Urban Decay Perversion pencil.
So I'm just going to take some of Muffin on a little brush and pop that on the inner corner. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to use my Maybelline gel liner and my Zoeva liner brush to do just a really simple and quick liner because it's going to be hidden by some very dramatic lashes.
Then I'm going in with a bit of Ibiza paint by me and P. Louise again into the waterline and onto the lower lash line. And then I'm just going to take the same shadows that I used in the crease just to kind of buff this out and blend it into Ibiza. And then after I've done that, I'm going to take a little bit of Peaches and Cream Pixie Pigment and just place that right at the front of the eye.
I also didn't pick up the Ibiza paint either, but I think if I just use the shadows, then it'll get the similar effect. And then I'll use like the lilac-y one to recreate that inner bit and then a pigment over the top. So just using Motto first. Starting from the outer edge. Morning Glory just slightly under that. There is a really lilac-y shade in the Mmmmitchell palette and it's called Miles High. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that and put that right on that inner section here, just to try and mimic the effects of the Ibiza paint. And then for the pigment over that lilac-y shade, I'm going to use the Peaches Mermaids. And it's just this really beautiful, like, iridescent pigment.
Okay, so then lashes. So I applied a bit of mascara and then went straight in with my TL Mitchell, my first lash that I ever created with tatty lashes, my baby, my first true love.
I really wish that I'd ordered his lashes to do this video. I didn't even think about it until basically just looking at it now. But it's a little bit of a piss take to do a Mitchell video and not use Mitchell lashes. So I'm still going to use some big dramatic lashes, but these are Doll Beauty, and these are, I think these are the Ariana lash. These are a lot bigger than ones I'd usually use, but need some dramatic lashes for this. So I'm just going to pop some Duo lash glue on those, and then use my eyelash applicator to pop them on. So the lashes are on.
And then I took a little bit of this pigment by A2 Pigments, which is Argentinian brand. It's in the shade Winchester. It's so stunning. And then again, coated that lash line with a bit of Perversion pencil.
So we're just going to add a little bit more of a pigment. I'm going to use the Mermaid's one again, because it is just sort of like an iridescent shimmer. I mean, over these lashes, it's quite hard to do.
Then, of course, an underlash is a bit of me, always. I just really, really quickly apply these. They're so easy to apply because of the little clusters. And then blend it in with a bit of mascara again.
I've never used an underlash, but I've got some clusters to put some on. This is probably going to take a while. Oh, no. That is one eye done. And that must have took me about 10 minutes to do that. I mean, look, that one just fell off. I give up. I'm not putting that one back on. Hopefully the others will stay on. Now to do the other eye. I literally hated every minute of doing them underlashes. Like, they wasn't easy to apply for me personally. I'm just going to get over it.
Okay, I just wanted a little bit more glossiness on the cheeks. So I took this kind of like creamy, it is a powder again, but it feels so creamy. I took this cream blush on the cheeks, right on the apples, just to give it a really glossy look. So pretty. And then I went in with a little bit of soft brow gel. This is the Dip Brow Gel by Anastasia. One of my favourites. It's so nice. And I like to lighten it up a little bit. Then just blend it with a clean spoolie.
I'm just going to use my Colourpop highlighter because it looks like a little bit of a similar shade. So you didn't actually put any like pomade or pencil or anything on her eyebrows. You literally just used a brow gel. So I'm going to do the same.
And then this lip, you guys. I mean, again, I'm just going to take a moment of silence because do I really need to talk right now? Like, hello. Oh, that consistency as well. Just wow. And then, guys, just wait, because this is it. I'm going in with Spank Me, my favourite lip gloss ever made. I'm so obsessed with this. And
I do have a couple of substitutions to some of the stuff that he's using. So instead of the Jeffree Star liquid lip, I've got a Rimmel Stay Satin liquid lip colour. And this is in shade Obsession. That's a really good dupe. I really hope it's picking up how beautiful that colour is. And it looks exactly the same. And then over the top, I've got this Sleek Makeup Shattered Glass Intense Glitter Effect Lip Topper. Is it too much? That is super pigmented. I'm just going to add a little bit of this pink shimmer gloss just because his looks a lot glossier.
And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. She looks so beautiful, if you do ask me. I'm obsessed with this girl's face and this makeup. Oof, I'm obsessed. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed it, and I love you all so much.
And here we have the final look.
Glass written on me, card rubbing on a glass bowl. I've been balling. Free my ladies in the counter now. I'm already out.
I feel like I'm wearing a Mmmmitchell look. He's got such a particular style. If I saw a picture of this, I would think that was inspired by Mmmmitchell. I'm not gonna lie, I do like it. I do really like it actually. I feel like I really struggled with the underlash, but he actually used an underlash and I use like these little cluster lashes. So I think I made it a bit more difficult for myself. Let me know what you think down below. Do you like it? Do you think I pulled it off? Do you not? If you don't think I did, please be nice about it. If there are any other makeup artists or tutorials that you'd like me to follow along with, then please let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I really enjoy making these videos. It's a big challenge, like literally get a bit of a sweat on trying to do it, but I do enjoy doing them. So thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to enter my giveaway. I'll pop the link to the video in the description box, and I hope to see you here again very soon. Thank you.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name.